who do not care about blacks killing blacks. And this is the one time where you always hear, pretty white girl, oh, they'll cover that. No, the blacks killing blacks will not get covered by the media. That's a huge media problem, and you'll all laugh at me, but I'm going to say it because I'm right.
Very right.
Because of this
Far right.
is illegitimacy. All of these young men do not have fathers, and that is a huge, huge source of it. Anything that could be done to reduce the illegitimacy rate, particularly among the black community, it would be astronomical, the changes you'd see. Do you know, just one fact, if you take away the factor of illegitimacy, the difference in the black and the white crime rate disappears.
Black men, we, and I say we, including myself, in the overall scope of things, are being programmed for extinction. What do you mean by being programmed for extinction? The reason why I say we're being programmed for extinction is because, as you just heard, and I will play it for you later, the media does not cover black on black crime. The media does not treat black people, in particular black men, as humans, and they do not value our lives because they will not cover incidents of black on black crime, incidents of violence amongst the community, like they would cover it if a white cop or a white person killed a black person. That is intentionally done to devalue black men in society, to see their lives not as significant. Despite what Black Lives Matter wants to tell you, despite what the black intelligentsia wants to tell you, these people have no concern about the killing of black people by other black people and the extinction that is taking place in the black community, especially amongst black men. And Coulter and Van Jones had this discussion on Bill Maher's program over this past weekend. And while they talked about some of the causes of this, fatherlessness, yes, the fact that we don't have fathers in the majority of the black homes contributes to this. And there are a number of other reasons that contribute to this. But the main reason is that the foundations have been destroyed. The Bible talks about when the foundations are destroyed, what can the righteous do? The Bible also says that without a vision, the people perish. What that means is that without a vision, the people cast off restraint. How in the world are you going to have these two black brothers, these two black men shooting in a crowd of people? That is when you cast off all restraints. And Van Jones, standing up for the black bougie elite, didn't want to hear what Coulter had to say.
True, but
it is a big part of it.
Listen, I've got two very small children. I've got my eye on this problem a lot. I'm trying to raise black kids here in Los Angeles. I'm not a part of the pro-crime lobby.
I mean, we don't know who did this shooting, by the way. The Super Bowl shooting.
We have some idea.
What?
If it were a white man shooting, we'd know.
Well, we don't know. But
that's how we know it's not a white man. I can tell you that much.
Do you think they were repressing that reporting?
They wouldn't tell us about the transgender woman that shot up the Christian school for what, like a year? San Bernardino out here. Remember the crazy terrorist Muslims? That's when I first noticed, they're not telling us who it is. It's not a white male. The longer they go without telling you, it's not a white male.
Okay, well, we don't, for this one, for right now, as of Friday night, February 16th.
We know.
We don't officially know. Okay, you have special powers.
And Coulter was proven right. The two adults in the shooting at the Kansas City parade were two black folks. The first guy, his name is Wendell Mays. In a confession that is revealed in court papers, he said he just pulled a gun out and started shooting. Like I said before, when you have a society that has thrown away biblical values, when you have a society that doesn't have a vision, and the black community right now doesn't have a vision, and the people are perishing, the people have cast off restraints. That's why I get so frustrated when I talk about these black churches and these black pastors, and I call them church plants, because they do not do anything for the community. They do not do anything substantive for the betterment, for the flourishing of the community, taking the word of God and using it to help for the flourishing of the community. Because you have these people in the community who are hurting, who are struggling, who have no vision. So therefore they're casting off restraint, and they don't value the lives of other people. But instead of talking about that in the black community, you have these black AME churches talking about a ceasefire between Israel and Gaza, where you got this dude who is shooting in the midst of a crowd, who is pulling out a gun, who says himself, "It's stupid, man," just pulled a gun out and started shooting. I shouldn't have done that. Just being stupid. Just being stupid. But that stupidity runs rampant in the black community, because I'll show you this. Look at this stat right here. Check this stat out. And that's why I say we are being programmed for extinction. Black people, listen to me. Black men especially, listen to me. Black Christians, please listen to me. The media doesn't cover this because they are participants. They are co-conspirators to the extinction of black men. Look at this. The leading causes of death. This was in 2018 from the CDC. Non-Hispanic black, heart disease, cancer, Alzheimer's. That looks normal. Stroke, homicide. Homicide? That's number 5? Homicide? Homicide, the 5th leading cause of death amongst all black males. That's why I say the media is programming black people to kill each other. The community is programming black people, the Marxist, communist, socialists, and people who want to see the destruction of the black community are programming black people to destroy themselves. And it's up to us to make sure that we eliminate that. It's up to us to make sure that we stand against that. It's up to us to make sure that we push back against this narrative. And while what happened in Kansas City was tragic, it was so senseless, so unnecessary. That stuff didn't have to happen because the community has cast off restraints, because black men have cast off restraints, and we're being programmed for extinction. Things like this happen. People get caught in the crossfire. A person dies when they shouldn't have, because the community, because people are being programmed for extinction, and they do not care about the lives of others. It's up to us to stop this narrative. It's up to us to push back and say, no, we're not victims. We are empowered for greatness. We must stop this. Despite what people may think about what Ann Coulter said, and despite the fact that it's coming from a white woman, fatherlessness, but most importantly, the destruction of the foundation of the family is contributing to this lawlessness, is contributing to the programming for us to be extinct. Simple as that.